What's up guys, welcome to Reliable Hondas. I got a little bit of a video for you really quick. We're going to try and do this like maybe once a week or once every other week. Make these little videos with little tips and stuff here. Today we're going to go over when you should change your tires. Because it's winter time, December's here, it's halfway done, at least right now. Christmas is almost here, New Year's, there's going to be snow. If there's not already, it's on its way. So you need to make sure that you have your tires changed before the snow comes and you get stuck, and then you're in big trouble and you have to get towed or pulled, or it's just not a happy sight. It's so easy to get wrapped up in decorating the house and making cookies and food and having family over and going to get-togethers and church and wherever else, whatever you do for your Christmas celebration, and you forget things like this about getting your tires on your car. You don't pay attention till it's too late. You could have a front-wheel drive car or a four-wheel drive car. It doesn't matter. If your tires are bald, you're really not going to go too far. If you get a good amount of snow on the ground, you're really pretty much in big trouble. A lot of times people get kind of turned off to this, and they kind of purposely forget it almost because they don't want to think about the cost they're going to have to put into spending on these tires. Tires can be expensive, man. They can get anywhere from I don't even think you can get them for $200 or $300 anymore unless you're a dealer. $200, $300, all the way up to $1,000, $1,200, depending on what kind of car you have, what kind of vehicle, what kind of tire size, what kind of a lot of different variables go into it, but you can spend an awful lot of money on a set of tires that in a few years you're going to need to buy again. So it's kind of pisses people off when you got to think about that. But you have to keep in mind, it's much better to spend that money ahead of time and avoid getting stuck, because if you do get stuck, you're more than likely going to have to spend that money anyways to pay for a tow truck driver, to pay for a friend to come pull you out, to whatever you need to do, and then you're going to have to buy the tires after that anyway. So either way, you're going to buy tires. So you might as well do it before the getting stuck happens. That way you make it to Christmas on time. This being said, one of the most expensive places you could ever go to buy tires is a big chain car dealership. They are going to charge you probably the most out of anybody. So you want to keep that in mind. The small dealerships, the ones that are not chains or maybe have one or two, maybe some local businesses, those guys are going to give you a better deal. They're also probably going to throw in some extra bonuses for you. I know there's some places that do free oil changes, they do free alignments, they do free balancing, and sometimes even buy 3 tires get 1 free, or buy 2 tires get 2 free. It depends. They're going to give you a great deal typically, and they're going to work with you and be very personable with you. Keep in mind though, going to a smaller dealership, they may not have as many people on staff as a large chain dealership will, so be patient. It may take a little bit more time, or it may even be faster. It just really depends. But I would definitely say stay away from the big chain car dealerships, because more than likely you're not gonna get the best bang for your buck. They are just gonna try and sell you on whatever they make the most money on. Also, keep in mind, there are different types of tires for different vehicles and different grades and different weather conditions. There's a lot of different variables that go into tires. So again, you could spend $50 on a tire, or the same tire that'll fit your vehicle, you could spend $150 or maybe even $250 on. It just depends on name brand is a lot of it. What it's rated for. You need to check all the ratings, all right, and compare them. A lot of times, I'm going to give you my personal preference. Nexen tires are probably my favorite. For the money that you're going to spend on a Nexen, it literally is the same exact tire. It has the same ratings as a Goodyear tire. And everybody likes Goodyear. Everybody knows Goodyear. Goodyear's, people usually put them at the top of the line. And you pay for it. If you pay for the Goodyears, you're going to be top of the line price and your wallet's going to be empty. Nexen, literally the rating is exactly the same. I think it's like a point lower on one thing. I think it was heat rating, if I'm not mistaken, for my particular tire size anyways. So check the ratings, check the little stickers, read them, and just compare them before you buy, because that could also save you a lot of money. Last but not least, to keep this quick and to the point, watch out when you buy tires online. Places like eBay or Craigslist, they're a great place to get a good deal, usually is what it seems like, but you need to be careful. There's a lot of people that go on there. I shouldn't say a lot. There are some people that go on there just to rip people off. They'll sell you a tire with a hole in it. They'll sell you tires that, you know, they'll tell you on the phone that it's got 75% tread. You get there, it's got 10% tread, and they're crap. So be careful. My personal opinion is the small minority of people that are bad on those places kind of put a bad name for the entire site. So there's only a small amount of people that'll do stuff like that, but they are there, so be aware. But the majority of the people on those places are really there to just get some money. They need money just like you need tires. They're not there to rip you off. But keep it in the back of your mind. Can happen. Be careful. If the deal seems too good to be true, further investigate before you just go throwing some money at the person. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, Go and support your local small car dealership like Reliable Hondas on Route 376 in Wappingers Falls, New York. Look at how I threw that in there. You can come by and see me there. I'll help you out. You can come by and see Scott, the owner. He'll help you out. We're here to help you guys. Go check out any other car dealerships around the area, small places. We'll help you guys out. That's what we're here for. We're here to be personable. We want to make relationships with you guys. We don't just want to sell you stuff and never hear from you again. We want you to come back. We want to know your name when you walk in the door, and maybe even know your phone number off the top of our heads too. I guess we don't really need to do that anymore because we keep them in our cell phones, but you get the point. We want to know you on a name basis, on a we want to know who you are when you walk in the door and be able to greet you without having to ask you what your name is again. Thanks, guys. That's it, and I'll be back in a couple days, a week. We're not sure. You'll see me again soon, though.